Speaking of cheating, that was a great segue there,
Hey, like I did
Josh.
that?
Where we got Drone Gate.
Yeah, that's right. Is this person
Uh,
related to Bill Belichick?
a drone was spotted flying over the New Zealand women's national team practice, and New Zealand rightfully complained to the IOC's integrity unit, and the drone was traced back to the Canadian women's national team. An article from TSN came out July 25th stating that both the Canadian men's and women's team have been using drones to record opponents' closed door training sessions for several years, including during the women's gold medal winning Tokyo Olympics team in 2021, which they beat us to get to the gold medal match. And we had ended up taking away the bronze. So I feel some type of way about this. But, anywho's, the Canadian Olympic Committee has suspended women's coach Bev Priestman for the remainder of the Paris Olympics and will be conducting an independent external review. In the fallout of the initial complaint, two staff members, Jasmine Mander and Joseph Lombardi, were sent home from the Olympics. An added element to the story is that in that area of France, it's illegal to fly drones, so that adds to the messiness. Canada won its opening game 2-1 against New Zealand, where Bev Priestman recused herself from the match before being suspended from the tournament. She has denied having any knowledge of the drone news. Sure. A few days later, FIFA banned Bev Priestman and her two staffers involved in Drone Gate from coaching for a year, and Canada was deducted 6 points in their Olympic group, making them negative 3 points at the time of the deduction. They're currently sitting at 0 points with their 2-1 win against France. But this deduction pretty much guarantees that the defending Olympic champions will not make it out of their group unless there's some miracle where everyone's at 3 points and they make it on goal differential, which that would be wild. But thoughts on Drone Gate?
It all makes sense now. The whole time I was like, how is Canada good at something that doesn't involve ice and snow? Well, now we know why. It's because they had to spy to do it. What is going on? We went from Spygate with Bill Belichick to the sign stealing with Michigan last year, and none of them really got punished. They finally got punished, but again, like I went back to with the doping and stuff like that, they still got medals. You can't give them back.
Yeah.
It stinks. That's the harsh reality of it. Is at least they finally got caught, and they're doing what they need to do now. But there's already been repercussions. It wasn't like this is the first time that happened. How did they? And like, was there is there been? Did they just like, oh, we saw that? By the way, do we just look back and just see what else has happened, or they've been investigating and this has been like the first time that they've had enough evidence?
I'm not really sure, but it's kind of just, I guess it was a bad kept secret, and it's finally like came out. And part of it too is if the players knew, screw the players. But if the players didn't know, because each team has an assistant coach that is there for scouting, and then they come in and they're like, oh, if we're going to play the US, you watch out for Trinity Rodman and Sophia Smith and Mallory Swanson, because when they play the three up top, like, this is what they're going to do. And then you can you get that from watching game footage. But if they were coming to the players with knowledge that came from practice, from closed practices, and the players didn't know, I apologize, where that knowledge was coming from, then I feel really bad for the players, because that's 6 points taken away, and basically your hopes of trying to get gold again taken away from you because your coaches did something wrong, even though. So if the players had nothing to do with it, I feel really bad for the players. If the players had something to do with it, screw them.
Right. Who knows? Who really knows? At the end of the day, I mean, they're doing a 30 for 30 on or at least they're doing some type of Netflix series or something on the Michigan sign stealing stuff that happened this past season.
Mm-hmm.
NCAA is trying to do something, but I doubt it. But yeah, there's just no telling. Obviously, it's going to come down on the coaches and the administrations.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because they had to have known. There's no way you're going to Yeah. There you go. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. Uh, see, I thought you were the nice country, that likes
Yeah,
to play by the rules and all that stuff. Even though you invented hockey and you can fight, but no, it just sucks.
yeah. And like, it sucks for us because if they were watching our practice in Tokyo and then that gave them knowledge that helped them beat us, that's some bull.
Yeah, it is some bull.